Hey folks, Cody here, back with another beginner-friendly bluegrass guitar lesson. There is a town of about 70,000 folks in northeast Tennessee named Johnson City, Tennessee. Travis Tritt sang about it in the song Modern Day Bonnie and Clyde. That is where I went to school for bluegrass music at East Tennessee State University's Bluegrass and Old Time Country Music program, back when there was some hair on my head. Therefore, you don't have to. You can sit right here and learn from me in the comfort of wherever you're learning from. In this lesson, we are honing in on the three main runs, like the main building blocks for lead guitar playing in bluegrass music that you're gonna wanna learn if you're getting into this style. I'm gonna talk you through this nice and slow today. We are working first with that classic G run, but what I'm doing with each of these runs is I'm adding an extra note at the beginning of them. So I've got my G chord, we're going. All right, once again. By the way, there's tabs in the description if you guys like to download those and follow along. But what I'm doing here, and I want to speak to this is important, all right? I'm going down, up on my picking pattern, okay? Now, that is super, super vital if you want to get a clean sound in bluegrass music. Just as a general rule, you're not gonna be able to play it unless you really go down, up, okay? So at the beginning, I'm going to hit that note twice on my 3rd fret G string, okay? And I'm working out of that G shape already, okay? All right, so practice down, up. And then I'm going on the A string, that oh so important slide from the 1st fret to the 2nd fret after that open string. Okay? All right, make sure that that is super clean and distinct. Okay, then open on our D string. Okay, pulling off. Okay, just like that. And then we're ending on our open G string. So this lick starts, actually all 3 of these licks, or these runs as we call them, they start and end on that root note out of the chord that they're being played out of, okay? So we start here on our root note G. There's also a root note G right there because low E and high E are the same. Then we're going, ending on that open G string there. Alternating your up and down picking pattern. Right hand is oh so important. You gotta focus in on that. Okay, lick number 2. Grab your C chord. We're doing the same thing, musically at least, only now we are starting on our root C and we're ending on our root C right there. 1st fret, B string, lock that in, your root C, 1st fret, B string, all right? You're gonna have to resolve a lot of difficult bluegrass licks right there as you're learning. Okay, what I'm doing here, again, down, up on that root C note, okay? Open on our D string, and then that oh so important slide from the 1st to the 2nd fret, and I'm using my middle finger there. Open on our G string, and then we're pulling off on that G string, same as we did on the G string lick or the G run. Make sure that's nice and distinct, just like that. Ending on that root note, okay? I always think of bluegrass music as not being all that difficult once you chunk it into bits and pieces like this. If you have a lot of time on your hand these days and you're wanting to learn bluegrass music, there is a link in the description for a full 85 beginner-friendly lesson bluegrass course, and it's growing. It's more of a membership, really, over time, and I really hone in on these little bits that make your playing sound bluegrass, focus on the fundamentals, and really share my experience of what I learned at ETSU with you at home. So if you're interested in that, use this code and take a bit off. It's like the same price as 3 in-person lessons, and it'll really get you going, okay? But let's go to the next one, the D run, okay? Musically, again, identical, all right? So what we're doing here is we're starting from that D chord, that D shape, okay? And I'm going 2 beats there, or at least kind of keeping with the theme at least. 2 beats down, up on my right hand on that open D string, okay? Then I'm going open, all right? There's that slide. Same slide as we talked about in the G run and the C run. Okay, to the 1st and 2nd fret with my pointer finger, and there's the same pull off into that open D string. Now, some folks will describe that as a pluck off. Really, it's like a meteor sounding pull off. But just a side note here, these pull offs, as you're getting into bluegrass, they're gonna be tough, especially as you kind of start moving around and playing those on different strings. That's where repetition comes into play. It's super important to repeat these movements because your finger has to understand and learn like how much pressure to apply all up and down the neck, okay? So these beginner lessons are focused more like in the first position, as we say, where we're focused on here, maybe up through here. But like I said, the difficult part is just playing all of those notes as you get better and better and playing those with those right amount of tension and pressure on all those pull-offs. That's really difficult when it comes to bluegrass music. But the cool thing here is that when you put all these together, you get really cool sounding runs. This is how it's all built. Listen to this. Folks, I appreciate it. Subscribe here for more bluegrass tips, tricks, and tutorials. I dive into all topics bluegrass and country music on this channel because that's what I enjoy doing and I like sharing it with you. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.